So, first up, we have Rust. Rust is, obviously if you don't know, which you most likely do, Rust is a memory-safe programming language. It has a lot going for it, it's efficient when used correctly, and it keeps you safe from memory safety issues like buffer overflows and dereferencing null pointers, and other lovely things that you can do with vulnerable C code. Now, it is nice. Everything is being rewritten in Rust, which is not always necessary. Obviously it has the borrow checker as well. My personal experience with it is not the best. And I'm not saying it's because it was a bad language. It was absolutely my fault, but also it's really complex and it's hard to use it right. So beta, okay? People will think differently, but I personally think it's not understandable enough, especially with the Cloudflare stuff. You know, unwrap panics if it gets none or an error, isn't it? And that's not exactly a good thing. That's not really what you want. You know, it's also everyone's rewriting everything in Rust, which is fine, but also not everything needs to be rewritten in Rust. So yeah, maybe just don't. C, Esther. Okay. We don't have Holy C on here, which that's a godtier language, quite literally. But C, you know, it's the basis of pretty much every other language. You know, Python's written in C. Rust is, I can't remember. Rust is probably written in C, to be honest. Where's your GitHub? Still using GitHub. Rust, it's written in Rust, actually. It's a self-sustaining language. Okay, but, you know, a lot of languages are written in C. C is very, very widely used for low-level purposes. It's a really nice language. Lots of ways to do it wrong, which makes it fun to pen test and hack. But it's a simple language. It's not too difficult to understand. Much easier than Rust. I don't know about S-tier, actually. I mean, the Linux kernel's written in C, but A+, you know, it's really good. It's really nice, but it has issues, obviously. Memory safety being one of those. And I mean, it's not supposed to be a memory safe language, but, you know, it would be nice if it was, and it does behind your back memory allocations, and it's a little bit messy. C++ A tier, it's C but more complicated, which makes it easier to do vulnerable stuff in C++. You know, the standard library exists, but overall, it's more complicated than C. It adds a lot of stuff to C. And, you know, I'd rather write something in C than C++. I could write something in C. I think I would struggle significantly more if I tried to do it in C++. To be honest. C#. I don't know, C# is... it's not a B-tier language. First off, written by Microsoft. Ew. Second, it's just not good. C tier. A lot of games use C#, which, fair enough, but it's object-oriented. I mean, I don't really have anything against it, just I kind of don't really care that it's like, it's completely object oriented. Yeah, there are better languages. But a lot of games use it, so I don't know. I feel like C tier is good enough. I don't know SQL. So this is this Postgres or SQLite? No. I don't know what version of SQL that is, but first off, too many different SQLs. Yeah, I don't know SQL. But then again, I do know that it's extremely useful. I've never written any SQL queries, and to be honest, I don't know if I want to. But it also looks decently human readable. Okay, from what I've seen of SQL, no, I don't know. I can't put it anywhere. Pascal, again, I don't know Pascal. I think I had to look at it before, and I decided I didn't want to learn it because I don't know any use cases for Pascal anymore. No, not the SI unit. Can I see a little snippet of Pascal code? Do snippets of Pascal code exist anymore? Oh. Oh, that looks like C. That's Pascal. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that. The syntax looks a little funky, but I never took the time to learn it at all. Julia, same category. Don't know it, never tried to learn it. Will never try to learn it. Because I don't need it. Isn't it a data language? So it's dynamically typed. Okay. So this is overloading. This actually looks pretty good. Data visualization. You know what? This looks really cool. I might take the time to learn some Julia. It looks pretty good. Oh, they have more snippets here. Struct nutshell contents T. Base.show IO in a nutshell. What is this? Why are you using alpha and beta? And sigma? Whoa. I get it, but also... You know what? This looks pretty good. Sum square root 1, 5, sum 6, square root 3.872, 9833. Piping composition. I don't even know how you get those symbols. How am I supposed to grab those symbols? Built-in package manager. Okay, Julia looks like a pretty nice language. Never used it though, so I can't really comment on that. It looks like a functional-ish programming language. Java, C tier. I wouldn't write anything in Java, to be honest. It runs on a virtual machine. Uses what's it called? Reverse the main name. It public static void main arg string, isn't it? For hello world. That's not cool. That's too complex. And that is why I don't want to use Java. And when I did try it, I couldn't get it working. Like, I actually couldn't get any Java code running. And you know what? I don't really care. Kotlin, never used it. Might have a look at it. Swift, I used very briefly for a very short amount of time when I was trying to have a look at making mobile apps. When I was still using a Mac and Xcode. It's actually a pretty clean language in my opinion. Like, it's written by Apple, sure. But it does have... it makes sense, somewhat. I don't know. I kinda like the syntax, but I wouldn't, like, rush to use it. GDScript. I have a decent amount of experience with GDScript. It's a nice language. It's Python-like. It does only have one use case, and that's for Godot. But it's a really simple language. It is really nice to use. But it does only have one use case. And you can't use it outside of that, to my understanding at least. And it's basically only integrated with the Godot editor. Which, it's fine. GDScript 2, I think it was, 2.0. Very nice. Or GDScript 3 or something, I can't remember. But it was a very nice upgrade. Kinda took a little bit more of a zig route, but it's odd. But nice. I have a decent experience with it. It doesn't have a package manager that allows you to, like, grab kind of, well, there's the asset library, but it's not really the same thing. JavaScript, that, I don't want to open the inspector, thank you, I clicked all of the wrong buttons. C tier, C tier. Just use TypeScript. JavaScript, it's fine. TypeScript is better. You know what, just for being memory safe, Rust gets an A tier, but I still wouldn't use it. But I'm putting it back, it's still too complex, to be honest. I think if I took the time to learn it, I might change my mind, but no. TypeScript, it's better than JavaScript. It is the language of... it is the language that should be used for the web, but... you know what? I need to create a new tier for this. Oh my god, I can't spell. What's it supposed to... Sorry, I just smacked my mic. Oh, that's because I forgot to put the space in, lovely. Not a programming language, that's on you to... CSS is a styling language. It's not a programming language. HTML, same spot. Neither is a programming language. They're fine. I personally don't use HTML, I use Svelte and then compile it. CSS, I use Tailwind and SCSS. But, they're fine. I mean, this is a programming language, tell us. Neither of these is a programming language. So, technically they should fail, but, you know. I haven't put anything in D or F yet. This is graphite, right? Let me check that. No, not that graphite. It's not graphite, is it? No, it's not called graphite. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. E-pen? Oh, what was it called? Oh, it is graphite. It's not. I can't remember what it is. It's not Elixir. That's Elixir. This one. Does it have what it's called? No. I know what this is. Is it crystal? This might be crystal. I actually can't remember though. I genuinely don't remember. Oh my god, it is. It's crystal. I used crystal once, I think. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. I think I used it once and then gave up on trying to learn it forever. Or I tried to use it and I couldn't get it installed. I can't remember. I don't know crystal. Sorry, I just jumped like straight to the end, but I don't know crystal. Assembly, Esther. If you can write assembly by hand, you're a god. I can probably do it, but I need the docs. If you can write it from memory, then you're the true programming god, because there's way too many variants. But, you know, most languages will have a stage where they are assembly, or LLVM IR, but assembly, like C, and assembly's really good. It's assembly, yeah. Lua, let's do Python. Okay, Python's good for data analysis, writing simple stuff where you don't want to keep compiling it because, you know you're gonna get stuff wrong, random little challenges where you can't be bothered to break out the compiler, pen testing and hacking. Game development, kind of, but really pick a system language, or at least pick a faster language, like Zig or Rust. You can't really write games in Zig yet, but Rust, C, yeah, GDScript. But it's going in B. It's going in A. It is a nice language. I wouldn't run to it as my first choice if I'm making a proper project, but you know, a little toy project like my Monopoly simulator that I'm working on, Python works. It's fine. It's not fast, but you know, it's simple. It's understandable. And even if you don't know programming, you'll probably start with Python. So that's also why Nest has a Python module, Python library for it. Yeah. Lua. See, I have some experience with Lua. I don't have a lot, but it's getting an A+. Oh, it's getting an A tier. It's same as Python. Still interpreted. Doesn't have a JSON library, as I found out earlier this morning trying to write the Lua module for Nest, which is annoying. Because why would you not have a JSON library that, like, Zig's not even full release and it has a JSON library. Like, come on, Lua. Lua, used for game dev, but the reason I like it is because it's used to configure NeoVim. You know, I think otherwise it would get a beta, but, you know, Go, S tier, beautiful language, memory safe, you know, you still got that memory, you still can do a little bit of memory manipulation. It's a really nice language, it's really well fleshed out. Used to be my first language of choice. I really like it. They've done some more security stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but they've recently made some security improvements. Really nice language. If you're looking for a good compiled language and it's not too difficult, Go. If you start using Go routines, then it's still not really that difficult. The defer keyword, so nice. Flutter, I don't know. I tried to use it. That's... Is it a GUI language? Programming language? Not a programming language. It's a UI. That's not on here though. Flutter's a framework, not a programming language. You use Dart, and I tried to do it, and the Dart SDK is like 2 gigs in size, and I gave up instantly. But it's not a programming language. There you go. That's my official opinion on that. Ada language. I can't type anymore. Awesome. Thank you. What is their official website? Ada IC. What? Oh, they use WordPress? Anyway. I've never used it, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it. So... yeah. I have never, I do mean never, seen anyone use Ada. So not only do I not know it, but I don't know any projects that use it. Erlang, there's actually no Gleam on here. Gleam is a really nice language that I dabbled in. Erlang, C-tier. I mean, no one really writes raw Erlang anymore. Gleam, I think Elixir runs on the Erlang runtime. They're better options. But it is the basis of those languages. Fortran. We'll come back to, let's do Zig. It's another S tier. I personally use Zig now. I really like it. Am I an expert? Absolutely not. Am I writing awful code? Probably. But you learn as you go. I like it. It's not stable release yet. But I do really like Zig. I think it's a really good language, and it's a really nice balance between C and Rust. You do memory allocations yourself, you know, all of that. And it has compilation time checks. It's a really nice language. Elixir, I don't know. I haven't used a lot of programming languages. You know what, C# gets downgraded because I really don't like C#. The syntax. COBOL. I've never seen... Okay. Personally, never touched it. Never touched COBOL in my life. Don't intend to. I know it's used for banking systems. In the US, I think. But I've never used it. It's pretty old. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be super esoteric as well because it's so old. COBOL is on the IBM website. Awesome. Do they have any snippets of it? Because I want to see it. That looks not nice. Sentences. Oh, that's not nice. Full stops. Periods. No. What is this? Terminated by... Isn't it supposed to be a natural language though? Like... That's right, the basic Hello World program. No. No. No, that's just not nice. Like, I've never used it, but the syntax is not good. I've seen some COBOL code before. I think I did try Elixir actually, but COBOL, it's no, not good. I have used Elixir before, briefly, and then I quit. I quit because of things like this. Yeah, I still don't know. Fortran. Let's come back to it. Bash, no, a... what was it? Ah, yes. Beautiful Bash. Yeah, so... B for Bash? Okay, default shell on Linux. Not on Songbird OS. Still deciding on the default for Songbird OS. Currently it's new shell, but that can obviously change. Yeah, so safe sleep. I've written some Bash. It's okay. A Flutter, it's a decent shell scripting language, to be honest. Like... It's a decent shell scripting language. This is just an example. Obviously I don't know the GitHub infrastructure, but it's not good. The wrong inequality was used effectively, but... You know, there's just... If you're gonna write a script and you want it to be used on as many distros as possible, Bash is the way to go, or SH, but Bash, effectively. most likely never gonna get phased out, to be honest. It's just such a core part of Linux in its current state. You know, Bash is Bash. There are more modern alternatives, like Z Shell. Or, actually I have no idea how old Dash is, but Z Shell, which I used to use until I switched to Fish, and I am kind of half learning new shell. But Fish is the better option in my opinion, but it's also not POSIX compliant. So Bash is A+. Fortran, I don't know. I'm not old enough to know Fortran. I know that you can write actual Fortran code, but punch cards. PHP's ugly. Just use HTML, CSS, and TypeScript. Or Svelte. Svelte, it's my preferred over HTML. But just stop using PHP. There's no point. I'm pretty sure WordPress uses it, and WordPress isn't good either, so... Ruby, I have a little bit of experience with. It's fine. It's... okay, so my experience with it is... I can't put it back. Anyway, my experience with it is Robocop being really annoying and bugging me about my functions being longer than 10 lines. Or being too complex. And okay, I get that. I understand. But when I need to do input validation, I don't know the better way in Ruby. And I don't want to write 100 functions to get one thing done. Well, okay, that's not reasonable. I don't want to write like 10 functions to validate my user's input. If they were complex steps, sure. But they weren't. They were like, I could make it a function with parameters, yeah, but syntax is a little wonky. Syntax is a little wonky as well. Anyway, there you go. That's my programming language tier list. Ignore the I don't knows. They don't exist anymore. They're just wrong. They have use cases, sure, but I don't use them, so Julia looks pretty cool though.